our first conversation was that, like, what is the self that's being denied?
Yeah.
Because there is a body, there is a psyche, there is thinking going on, there's choices being made. I think they'd all agree with that. In that there's some flow of some, Ramesh would, I think he'd just go, it's all just happening. And it's like, well, okay, well, that's it. It is, what you're saying is just happening, is an aspect of the universe doing its thing. It's just that aspect is you. You're that perspective on the universe. That's what makes you an individual. So the identity question becomes huge. That's one of the things I'm really pleased with this whole unividualism philosophy, is that in spirituality generally, in fact most things, I see very few, or none really, good theories of identity. But if you understand that the past accumulates, and that everything is made, that what comes into form is in form, and that the universe is learning through that how to be everything, and that what enables me to do all of this is my past. So I know these words because of my past. I move like this because of the past. Like everything is being run by the past. It hasn't gone anywhere. Then who am I? Well, I'm the past. Everything is. What's the universe? It's its past. What's Jessica? You're everything that Jessica has done, seen, been. That's what you are. You know
what's so interesting about that is it's such the opposite, because the story that I ingested so often was your history is an illusion, right?
Yeah.
Your history isn't real. You're not your history. You're not your story.
Well, it's not here, is it? It's gone. Well, has it? If it had gone, how the hell would you know the meaning of these funny sounds?
Yeah.
It clearly hasn't gone.
And I think you once likened this a bit to dementia. Where you have the same description can apply to states like depersonalization, even Alzheimer's. If it's great to not be completely caught up in your history. You want that balance, but
it's great to not feel that there's only your history repeating, because you're losing the most important thing, but it's also creative.
Yeah.
So your history can become something new, and in time, something quite unrecognizable. To what you were before.
And so you're redeeming your history.
So as you arrive, well, that's already happened, isn't it? I mean, if we, I'm sure if you compared both of us to what we were like when we were 5, you'd go, wow, you're quite different now, aren't you?
Probably.
But, because not, certainly as a body, let alone anything else. So it's creative. It's changing, and then you make choices and you change. So it's not like you're your past, get used to it. It's like, you're your past, that's what you've got to work with. That's you are, and when I say your past, it's not like you're this strand. You are always this individual system in relationship with the whole.
Right.
So your past is the past of that relationship. That's what makes you you. You're never a little cut off thing.
Yeah.
You're always the whole.
It's a little hard to understand, I think, at first.
Yeah, it is, because it's a new way of thinking.
Yeah.
But it enables you to then go, so then you get to the problem of who is making the choices. Well, the passivity, the past system. It's not, and what are you? Well, you're that system. So the idea that you're this free-floating thing with no identity, or you're an essence of consciousness or something, it's like, what does that even mean?
Oh, exactly.
And then you've got an idea of, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, that's nonsense. But what does exist is an aspect of the one which is relating to itself, and you're that.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're, all the things we've said, you're ended up with this optimistic